Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at 8 essentials you need to have as a natural trying to grow and retain your hair length. Now, I like to call this the natural hair starter pack because having these essentials will definitely help you on your hair journey and it will guarantee you results. So if you are interested to know what these 8 essential things are, then stick around for the rest of the video. Now, with that being said, let us head right into today's video. I think it is so important to have these essentials because as naturals, we tend to focus so much on butters and oils and hair products that we forget some of the most important little things that can help us on the journey. So this video is pretty much to remind you and also to tell you of some of these 8 essential things that can be used in the grooming process, which is just as important as adding oils and products to your hair if you want to grow and retain length. Now, at the end of the video, I would like you guys to comment and tell me how many of these essentials you have as a natural, because I think as a natural, you guys would probably have all 8, if not most of the 8. So comment below once you've finished watching this video to let me know which essentials you have. The first essential on the list is a pair of hair scissors. Now, hair scissors is very important when it comes on to hair maintenance because this is what you'll need to get rid of your split ends, your dry ends, your damaged ends. And it is very important not to use any old scissors you have lying around the house and to get yourself a pair of hair scissors. Now, the hair scissors is designed specifically to cut the hair. So using any other old scissors that you have around the house might cause you to have more damage than good. So it is best to stick with your hair scissors as a natural and to not rely on that old piece of scissors that you have lying around the house. So the next item on the list is a spray or applicator bottle. Now, as a natural, you would be familiar with the LOC method and the LCO. The LOC is liquid oil conditioner and the LCO method is liquid conditioner oil. Now, both of these methods start with liquid, and whether this is plain water or some tea that you made for your hair, having a spray or applicator bottle would make the process so much easier and time efficient to apply the mixture to your scalp and to your hair. So as a natural looking to grow and retain length, having a spray or applicator bottle is very important and it is very handy. The third essential on the list is a brush. Now, a brush can be very useful when it comes on to detangling, but you cannot use just any brush. So I would highly recommend the Denman brush. I have had mine for about 2 years now. I use it on my wash days for detangling and it has been so useful. So if you're looking for a brush and you don't know where to start, trying out the Denman could be a possible fit for you. But I do recommend, as a natural looking to grow and retain your hair length, a brush is a must-have for you. The next item on the list is a satin bonnet or scarf. Now, you know, as a natural, it is very important to keep your hair covered, especially at night when you're going to bed. It is so important to cover your hair because your hair might be pulling on the pillow and sheets and everything, which might result in you having breakage, and this is something that could possibly put you in a hair plateau. So keeping your hair covered as much as possible in a satin bonnet is very important. And if you're not really a bonnet person, then you can use a scarf as well. I think that you would get the same result and the effect from the scarf, or you could go ahead and use both the bonnet and the scarf. But as a natural looking to grow your hair, it is very important to keep your hair covered as much as possible to prevent friction from other materials, to prevent the wind going through your hair as much as possible, and this would help you to grow length and retain your length. So we are at number 5 on the list, and it is having scrunchies or hair ties for your hair. Now, I think we're all at a point where we have realized that using elastic bands in your hair can do more harm than good. I'm not saying that you can't use elastic bands in your hair, because if you're someone and you like to wear beads, I like to wear my beads. So sometimes, you know, you would need to wear rubber bands. However, limiting the use of rubber bands in your hair and sticking to satin scrunchies and hair tie will actually prevent hair breakage and damage that you might potentially get from the rubber bands, and it would also improve or help you to grow your hair faster than if you were using rubber bands. So if you are someone you want to use rubber bands, I would highly suggest oiling your rubber bands before putting them in your hair. However, if you are someone who can avoid using rubber bands, then I would suggest buying some scrunchies and hair tie for your hair in satin material, because you know satin is very good to our natural hair. Number 6 on the list is a wide tooth comb, and I think this one is a no-brainer because as a natural I would think that all of us would have a wide tooth comb by now, maybe even multiple wide tooth comb. I personally have 2 wide tooth combs, so as a natural it is very important, and I don't think I need to explain this one, but I will still explain it. Now, a wide tooth comb is essential when it comes on to detangling because it prevents your hair from tearing and being damaged as much as if you were using a smaller tooth comb. So it is essential to have a wide tooth comb if you're someone who is looking to grow your hair, and as a natural, especially you know on wash days when it comes on to detangling, or even before putting in a protective style, you know you need to detangle your hair. Now you have 3 types of detangling. You have finger, you have the brush, and you have the wide tooth comb. So as a natural, you have those 3 options, but I think it is very essential to have a wide tooth comb. Now the next item on the list is a shower cap or steam cap. Now I know that none of my subscribers over here are using plastic bags during their treatments at home. I know, so I don't really have to talk about it too much, but having a shower cap or steam cap is very essential, especially when you're someone who does a lot of homemade treatments, you know, your protein treatments and all of that. It is essential to have your shower cap or steam cap. It is not ideal to use plastic bags during this process, so I would highly recommend you having your shower cap or steam cap to help you during your homemade treatments. Now the last item on the list, and personally for me, I think one of the most important things to have during your hair growth journey is patience. Patience. It is important to have patience in your hair growth journey because no 2 journeys are the same. What one person is doing, it might not be working for you, and the amount of growth that another person might be getting in a period of time might not be the amount that you are getting. But that should not discourage you from growing and trying to retain as much length as possible. If you have a hair goal, then go for your hair goal. But I highly suggest having patience along the journey. Do not get discouraged. Do not get disheartened if you are not getting the results that you anticipated during a period of time. Growth is not linear and growth looks different on everybody. So have patience and enjoy the journey. Now, this is pretty much the end of the video, and I think these 8 essentials combined will help you to maximize on any potential growth that you might get, and it will also help you to retain length because we focus so much on products and oils and not so much on the grooming process. So I think having these essentials will help you so much on your hair journey. But this is pretty much at the end of the video. So if you guys like this video, please leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. And until next time, bye my loves.